Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Alhamdulillah, I am grateful that all of you decided to show up, and I hope you're not only here for the food, I hope you're here for the presentation as well. And I hope all of y'all can find a good place where y'all can actually see the TV, inshallah, because we have a PowerPoint presentation coming up. Inshallah. I passed out some handouts, and for those of you who don't know, I'm going to just give you a brief background. What you see on the screen in front of you it says New Bridges Collaborative, and what that is a relationship or a partnership between us, meaning us here at Masjid al-Mu'min and Nur Zaman Institute, with our community in the Gambia. And this is the same community that is headed up by our Sheikh. If you remember, he came and he completed the book called the Risala, Ibn Abi Zayd, with us. He came here 2 different times, and that began our relationship with us here in his community. He has a Quran school and a masjid that he runs, alhamdulillah. And after that point in time, we began, I actually enrolled 2 of my sons in the school. And so, and they're back here on break, inshallah. One of them in front of you is my son Uthman, so he's going to begin the program with some recitation of the Quran, inshallah. Bismillah.
الذين إذا اكتالوا على الناس يستوفون وإذا كالوهم أو وزنوهم يخسرون ألا يظن أولئك أنهم مبعوثون ليوم عظيم يوم يكون الناس لرب العالمين كلا إن كتاب الفجار لفي سجين وما أدراك ما سجين كتاب مرقوم ويل يومئذ للمكذبين الذين يكذبون بيوم الدين وما يكذب به إلا كل معتد عاقل إذا تتلى عليه آياتنا قال أساطير الأولين كلا بل ران على قلوبهم ما كانوا يكسبون كلا إنهم على ربهم يومئذ لمحجوبون ثم إنهم لصالون الجحيم ثم إنهم يقولوا هذا الذي كنتم به تكذبون كلا إن كتاب الأبرار لفي عليم وما أدراك ما عليون كتاب مرقوم يشهده المقربون إن الأبرار لفي نعيم على الأرائك ينظرون تعرف وجوههم نظرة النعيم يسقى من رحيق مختوم ختامه مسك وفي ذلك فليتنافس المتنافسون ومزاجه من تسنيم عين يشرب المقربون إن الذين ظلموا كانوا من الذين يضحكون وإذا مروا بهم يتغامزون وإذا انقلبوا إلى أهليهم انقلبوا فكهين وإذا رأوهم قالوا إن هذا لضالون وما أرسل عليهم حافظين فاليوم الذين عملوا من الكفار يضحكون على الأرائك ينظرون هل ثوب الكفار ما كانوا يفعلون.
Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar.
Alhamdulillah, he's only been there 6 months, inshallah. They said that they can, in that particular school, that they can turn out Hufaz in 3 years. His teacher, my son-in-law, said that at the rate he's going, he'd probably finish in about a year.
Alhamdulillah. Allahu Akbar.
I seen Sister Tala, but can somebody make room for her to come in? Just try to be mindful of the cameras. We have 2 cameras going.
You all can see?
Go ahead, take a seat, sister.
What happens, we have a small humble match. So alhamdulillah, the name New Bridges, if you look in your little handout that I gave you, is inspired by a quote from Malcolm X, Hajj Malik Shabazz, rahimahullah. He said, new bridges must be built, because in the minds of the majority of our people today, Africa is too far away. So the only way you and I can point them in the right direction is to build new bridges. We have to have the type of understanding of Africa and the type of understanding of our people here in order to build a bridge, a contact, a line of communication between the two. Our African homeland, in other words, must be brought nearer, and our African brothers and sisters must be brought nearer. Not only must they be brought nearer to us, but we must be brought nearer to them. And this was said in the last few months of his life at a AAOU meeting in Harlem. And so it's with that same spirit that we formed the New Bridges Collaborative, inshallah. And alhamdulillah, my wife Samirah Saeed, she just spent a month over there, and alhamdulillah, she pushed our agenda forward a lot by the grace of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So I'm going to turn the presentation over to her right now, inshallah.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم صلى الله على سيدنا محمد وآله وصحبه وسلم تسليما الحمد لله وكفى والسلام على عباده الذين اصطفى أما بعد. In the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful, I seek refuge in Allah from the rejected shaitan. May Allah bless our master, Sayyidina Muhammad, sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, his family, companions, and give them peace. All praises are due to Allah, for He is sufficient for us. Peace be upon His slaves, whom He has chosen. As to what follows. Assalamu alaikum. Alhamdulillah, I'm glad to be back. Alhamdulillah, I want you all to join with me on this journey. I try to make it as informal as possible. This is not to, how can I say it? I'm not trying to be scholarly. I'm not trying to give a lecture. I want you to feel as if you were there with me. So as I give this presentation, I want y'all to put in your mindset that you're walking along with me on this journey, mashallah. So my journey started February 14th. My husband drove myself and my daughter Fatima to New York to begin this journey. Alhamdulillah. It was an experience that I didn't expect, but alhamdulillah, as you see, I'll try to narrate what's going on.
Yeah, tell me more.
So this presentation is entitled Sam's Journey to the Gambia. I'm Sam, Samirah, as it's said. Alhamdulillah. So join with me, get the mindset in your head right now. Okay, next. Alhamdulillah, as you see here, I traveled, I didn't have the map of the United States, but the United States, just imagine it's on this side. And so I took a flight out across the Atlantic Ocean for like 8 hours over to Morocco. That's where we stopped. But this was my final destination, Banjul, which is right here. Where I stayed, resided for the month, was around here in Bijalo, Kololi, around that area there. So the airport is located there in Banjul, but I was actually staying around here. Go ahead. So as I stated, we arrived Tuesday evening of February 14th after a 7-hour drive from Pittsburgh. We were just trying to fly. We made several stops trying to make it to the airport on time, because when you make an international trip, you got to give extra time because they do all types of checks on you. So my flight was with Royal Air Morocco. I will not be taking them again.
Never again.
I will not take them again, inshallah, and I'll explain later. Go ahead. So when we got there, I was preparing my mind for the unexpected. So I was just making dua along the way and once I got there. So in my mind, I'm just like, okay, let me prepare myself, you know, Trump in office now. What is going to happen? Because, you know, just previously, like a couple of weeks ago, there was a lot of protests at the airports at the time. So that had declined. So I'm not knowing what's going to happen. So go ahead. So go ahead. I can't forget my traveling companion, Fatima. Go ahead. Say something like Fatima. Go ahead. So we taking our little pics. Go ahead. Alhamdulillah. Let me tell you about that hat. I bought it like months ago. Because I said I'm going to take me a vacation. I didn't know where, when, how, but I'm going to wear that hat somewhere. But I lost that hat. I don't even know where the hat is. I took it with me and it just disappeared. So here I am with my bestie. Go ahead. So here I said it's so surreal. I'm actually my best friend behind for a whole month. We've never been away from each other for so long. So go ahead. So we're saying our final goodbyes. Go ahead. All right, so my experience at the airport as a covered Muslima post-Trump. Go ahead, I got some points here. There was a normal stare, that's nothing new. So, you know, people were looking. But we were actually treated with dignity. So once we were online to show our passports, there was actually, they didn't, you know, they wasn't, I don't know, I just didn't feel that, you know, the hostility or anything like that. They actually like gave us some space to go see a sister instead of a brother. I'm saying sister brother, but they allowed me to see a woman so that when I lift up my veil, I wouldn't have to be in front of a man. So alhamdulillah, they was considerate. So they were accommodating. So all of them, they were, you know, nice. Go ahead. A funny moment that could have been turned out into a not so funny moment. All right, so you know, once you go through the I guess the screening thing, and then they do a second pat. So the TSA, well, I have to stand up. I can't really sit down. TSA worker, you know, you take off your shoes, you put your things on the conveyor belt. He's like, "Ma'am, is this your bag?" Very serious. It's like, yeah. It's like, "Come with me." So he went to the table, opened up the bag. It happened to be my daughter's. He pulled out a can of soda. Started laughing. And he was so serious, and I'm so tense, we just laughed. He was like, "This is my daughter's." I'm like, "Oh my goodness." He said, "You know, kids are going to be kids." And now we just started laughing. So
she did that with me too. She know better.
So another bag of hers came through. He said, "Is this your bag?" I said, "Yeah." So he opened it up, going through there. It was a bunch of candy. He said, "It's all right. He could take that." Okay. So I was like, "Okay, alhamdulillah." So he just made the my mood. I was able to lighten up after that. So I was cool. So alhamdulillah, wasn't anything serious. Go ahead. So Fatima and I had time to spare before boarding. The waiting wasn't difficult because there were Muslims all around. So alhamdulillah for that. No one approached us with disrespect. It was all good. Naeem had a different story, but with us it was basically it was cool. Alhamdulillah, and it was Muslim. So I was very comfortable. Go ahead. So we got on the plane, about to take off. This was about around 8, and so we took off. Go ahead. And And this is here, you see some pictures, I did a little, animation. So y'all on the plane with me, alhamdulillah. We flying over Long Island. I haven't been in the plane in a whole long time, so alhamdulillah, I was enjoying the view, alhamdulillah. And so, we were on the plane and we watched movies, and you were actually able to track your movements on the plane. So you can actually see the plane direction, you can see the speed, how far you're going, how high the plane goes and everything. And I think the fastest was like 600 miles per hour, like it was fast. You can't really tell, but alhamdulillah. Go ahead. So the food. So when I saw this, go ahead. I knew I wasn't in Kansas anymore, because I ain't never seen no salad like that in my life. I knew I was going to be an experience. Go ahead. So, and then they served us breakfast. So it was kind of, I didn't even eat that. I just drank some coffee. I didn't really like all that starch. And plus, I was been on the diet. So that wasn't going to match with that. But I said, I already chucked the diet out. I was like, I don't know what I'm going to be eating when I go. Go ahead. So when I saw the breakfast, the plane was shaking, and so we were still like an hour and a half out. So I'm sitting there making du'as. I'm like, Allah, if you take me right now, please take me while you're pleased with me. That's all I kept saying, because it was really, shaking. And it was still an hour and a half out now, up in the air, over the Atlantic Ocean. Go ahead. And then daylight. Yes, it was beautiful. So as you can see, we're starting to go over land. Go ahead. And I'm looking at the landscape, and I'm like, wow, I'm in Africa. Subhanallah. Go ahead.
Your first time in Africa?
First time in Africa. First time out of the United States. Alhamdulillah. So I'm acting, I've never been anywhere, so I'm acting like this is this person. I ain't never been nowhere before. So yeah, I have pictures for everything. So here we are, we going. I'm just looking at the landscape. I'm like, subhanallah, looking from this view, you can see how everything is, divided, and I was like, subhanallah, keep on going. And so we looking out the window. Oh, alhamdulillah, Allah's most merciful. We almost there. Go ahead. And alhamdulillah, you're starting to see the sun. Like, mashallah, beautiful, mashallah. And so we arrived in Morocco, Casablanca, alhamdulillah, in one piece. Go ahead.
Yes, indeed.
And so that starts my journey. As I stated, that airline that we will not be taking again, we started our 15-hour layover.
15 hours.
15-hour layover. And we arrived around 6 a.m. So our plane was not going to depart until 11 at night. So they had accommodations where you go to hotel, relax, and relax. Go ahead.
That's literally the name of the hotel.
Oh, wow. Go ahead.
You mind if I add something?
Go ahead.
If you come from an African country and got that long layover, they don't give you that.
Oh, wow.
If you're from America, Europe, or whatever, you get that complimentary go to the hotel. If you're from Africa, you just got to hang out in the hotel.
Whatever.
Airport.
Airport.
Oh, wow. For 15 hours. Wow. SubhanAllah. And so this is the view of the hotel we were in. Go ahead. In the bed. Like I said, I'm acting like I ain't been nowhere, so y'all gonna see everything. The view out the window. No, we didn't go in the pool. I was too tired. Go ahead. So we had some food. They fed us. Alhamdulillah. It was all right. They were speaking in French, so I didn't know what they were saying. I don't know what it was recognizable what they were serving. Go ahead. And then this salad, as you can see, it had carrots in it. Never had a salad with carrots in it. And some kind of sauce. And I just knew that my diet's going to change drastically. It's not going to be something normal. Go ahead. And so after the 15-hour layover, we're going back to the airport, Airport Mohammed. And so here we go. We embark on our second part of the last stretch of our journey on a smaller plane, alhamdulillah. And we arrived in Banjul. That's the airport in Banjul, alhamdulillah. 3 hours, alhamdulillah. It wasn't so long. So here we are, we're in Gambia, alhamdulillah. We're taxiing. And this is what got me to thinking. It was these animals were sitting there chilling like they waiting for their relatives to come off the plane. They actually at the airport. And when I left, they was at the airport. So they always having company coming. And so we waited for our luggage. And the reason why I put that there, everybody was standing there, and the luggage was going round and round till it got like a couple of pieces, and that was it. I didn't know where my luggage was.
Oh.
I got 2 out of my 4. And there was about 60 people waiting on their luggage. Yeah. So as I had that experience, I'm like, okay, I'm in the Gambia, I'm trying to smile, I'm trying to get a good move, but I'm like, where's my other 2 pieces of luggage? So there was a brother there, he said, he saw that I was American. When you got that American passport, they break their necks, because they think you got money.
Yeah.
But he said, I got you, I'm going to call you, I'm going to give you my telephone number, I'm going to get your bags back, what have you. So I just trust in the law, because I'm like, what else can I do? You know, the bags is gone. So we exchanged information, and alhamdulillah, I eventually got my baggage, alhamdulillah. He kept his word. So we were back at the airport, right? About the next day, yeah. We came back to the airport.
You wasn't the only one, right?
No. See, those are all the bags everybody had. And I think people been picking them up. It was at least 60 people, and it was chaos because it was one person writing down everybody's passport number, their name, their address. He said, I got you. You can go ahead. So I just trusted the law. I'm like, it was impossible for me to stand in there all night. So alhamdulillah, he got my luggage back, alhamdulillah. Then I met these 2 guys. Alhamdulillah. Ali and Othman. And that's my baby and her husband, Abdullah. Alhamdulillah. So they reunited, and that's what Uthman gave me when we reunited, alhamdulillah.
You ain't seen him for 6 months, right?
Yeah, I ain't seen him long. You know, we talked and texted and things like that, but to have that physical, it's nothing, to be able to touch is different. No. So here I am, I'm about to journey out. Go ahead. This is heading out to my first Juma because I arrived on Thursday. And so the next day, I'm going out to Juma, my first Juma in the motherland. Alhamdulillah. And it was nice and hot, y'all. It was like 80 degrees. See, I got my shades on, alhamdulillah. My co-wife right there comforting me. And so we was heading on to the masjid. Go ahead. Alhamdulillah. As Naeem stated, Imam drumming. He connected us, alhamdulillah, to Africa. My son-in-law, alhamdulillah, and my little family, alhamdulillah. Independence Day of Gambia, which happened to be that Saturday. So I was asked that I want to go to this gathering. I'm like, no, I'm sure it's going to be a lot of people because if you remember, familiar, back in December they had the elections, and the candidates was Adam Barrow and Yahya Jammeh. Yahya Jammeh had been in power for at least 22 years, and he said he's going to be in power for what, 1 billion years?
Yeah, something crazy like that.
Yeah, something crazy like that. So he never got out of office for 22 years, and he, subhanAllah, if he did what Allah would have been pleased with, I think the country would be in a different situation. But because he didn't, he caused a lot of division between the tribes there, because you have like 7 tribes there. The main one is Mandinka, and you have Wolof and Jola, and the other I don't remember. But he was pitting the Jolas against the Mandinkas, okay? And he was saying how they're dogs and all kinds of crazy stuff. Like it was just crazy. I'm hearing from the locals. But so here, Adam Barrow, which was the opponent, he happened to come into the race like 3 months before the actual election. So somebody else was running, they disappeared, don't know what happened to him, and then this person popped up. He happened to be Mandinka. Yahya Jammeh is Jola. And so everybody was rooting like, we need him in there. Yahya gotta get out. He's, oppressing us and things like that. So it happened to be Independence Day this Saturday to make, to celebrate.
Meaning independence from colonial.
Right, colonial, right. So here it is. They had independence from Yahya Jammeh after 22 years. So it kind of worked itself out. Go ahead. So here is the saying, the hashtag Gambia has decided. You see it all over the place, T-shirts. You see it online, and they're just like ecstatic. When he was elected, Adam Barrow, they was partying for like days. How long? They was partying, right?
Yeah, it was partying.
They was out there all night long.
You partying?
But when the elections happened, Yahya Jammeh cut off the internet. Now at the time, I was here, Naeem was over there. And I was not able to communicate with him for like 24 hours, and we didn't know what was going on.
Yeah.
And I'm online to see if anybody had any news at the time, and everybody was just like speculating what was going on. And I'm like in my mind, like, if you cut the internet, you about to go, something about to go down. So alhamdulillah, when I finally got in contact with Naeem, he was like, we were chilling, everything was cool. But people over here and different places was like amping it up and making. I was so nervous. I was like, subhanAllah, I couldn't sleep. So alhamdulillah, he finally got out. They made a deal. I forgot what was the deal for him to get out, but he wasn't even trying to get out then, even though he lost the election. So here, they had this hashtag and they writing it all over the walls. It says Gambia has decided Jammeh must go. Like the youth was like, he gotta go, and everybody was talking trash and things about him going. But he been in power 22 years, and I'm like, so why he stay in power like that if he had to go? But that's another story. Go ahead. So you see Adam Barrow posters all around welcoming this Independence Day. So in this picture, I decided not to go to the event because I figured it was going to be a lot of people, so I stayed at home. And so you have the president, this is Adam Barrow, and this is his wife, his first wife, and he had a second wife right here, and that's the vice president. I think that she's the vice president over there.
Yeah.
So I was complaining, I said she should have been sitting on this side right here. Because they only recognize one wife in the election. Yeah, that's the first one. And I said, for him to be president, when you represent Islam, in my opinion, you need to show it as it's supposed to be. She was supposed to be on the other side of him. Because that's his wife. She shouldn't have been sitting in the back. So we was there discussing, who I was with. We were just discussing that, like, what's wrong with him? So we already had our issues with that. But go ahead. And so the dignitaries and different presidents from the different African countries, I forgot which president he's from, but they were coming in. Now the program was supposed to start at 10 with Adam Barrow coming in. He didn't get there till like 3 o'clock that afternoon. It's hot as I don't know what. And you see, it was a whole lot of people there. I said, I'm glad I didn't go. And it was as much people inside the stadium as much as outside the stadium. It was crazy. Go ahead. And so as you can see, they were sitting there all them hours with no shade, waiting for Adam Barrow to come in. Go ahead. And so they just sitting there happy, about this day. Go ahead. And so this particular picture, I was sitting there, and they said, hey, that's a man right there.
Oh my Lord.
I said, a what? I said, yeah, a man. So they, they coming out, freedom.
Over there too.
Yeah, freedom.
Oh my God.
If y'all remember, like it went.
Yes.
You remember that's the African president. Yahya Jammeh was the African president that a lot of us were sharing on Facebook. It was like, because Obama came over there and tried to say that you gotta recognize homosexuals and legalize marriage and stuff. And he came out and said, listen, you come out of closet if you want. We cut your throat.
He did say that.
Yeah. And so it's amazing now he's out of power. Now these guys all out in the open.
For a while.
Delving into the Gambia experience. So first, I'll have to introduce to you the dishes. I was eating all day, every day, 3 times a day. Alhamdulillah. This is domada, and this is supa. This is mafe, peanut sauce. And that right there is a dish with okra and crabs and fish, and it was delicious. Go ahead, man. This is a version of jollof rice with the fish and the veggies. Go ahead. Some more dish. This was a fish dish. I'm not sure what the name of what this was with the veggies. Mashallah. I was eating good, y'all. So like I said, I didn't have a diet after once I got here. Go ahead. This was another. It was like a pie. It was not fish. It was like a meat pie with potatoes, and it was so good. Oh man, I could eat many of them. Go ahead. And more jollof rice. Go ahead. And I love jollof rice. Alhamdulillah. This right here is the bomb. This is called chicken afro. Ooh. Hot sauce. It's a mustard sauce, and it's the hot sauce, the red sauce down here. Oh my goodness. I was eating that like, oh my goodness, I don't know how many times. Go ahead. And this was a dessert. It was like a yogurt type, but it was sweet. Oh, it was delicious. And this is called so-so. This is beef with tomato sauce. I was just eating good. I said, I gotta take a picture of my food. That's how I eat. I was taking a picture of y'all. And here again, supa. They got the crabs in it and okra. It was good, alhamdulillah. And here's fried fish with the cucumbers, and it had this onion mixture.
You like it?
Yeah, alhamdulillah. Yeah, it was good, alhamdulillah. And I have me salad, alhamdulillah, shrimp salad. So you eat good there. Some more jollof rice. You're going to eat good when you go there, mashallah. They eat a lot of rice. A lot of rice. And one of the sisters out there was like, we eat a lot of rice. I said, I do too. It's no big deal. But they eat a lot of rice. Alhamdulillah. Here we go on the foods. Bananas just grow. Just on people's property. Mango trees. I didn't get the mango tree. Mangoes are growing right now. They're green right now, just hanging. Coconuts. It's like all right there. It's subhanAllah. They grow their own food there. It's just beautiful. We have a garden here. We gotta, do all this work. It's already set out for you. But with the new presidency and things that comes along with that, they rather have processed food. They don't want this.
Oh, really? Oh, really?
They want to bring in processed food, and I've been like, no, y'all don't want that. Because y'all asking for trouble. Y'all asking for health issues,
They're asking for diabetes.
Right, all types of stuff.
Strokes and all kinds of stuff.
They want that new stuff. That, they want something new, but no, this is the best for you. So, alhamdulillah, I was pleased with this. Go ahead. And so they got restaurants that try to sell like regular stuff. Go ahead. This, they like to put their french fries inside their stuff. Like their burgers, they put the french fries inside of it. I forgot what this was that I ordered, so I was trying different things. Go ahead. This right here, I was very interested. They drink a lot of their soft drinks out of these bottles. Now, if y'all old as me, this is some old stuff from back in 1970. You remember? Down south, that's what they used to always have. Remember, they used to have the bottles. And they discontinued there. It's like a regular thing, and it's so funny because I remember this from way back in the day, but it's just a regular thing for them now to drink out of their stuff. Go ahead. And this right here is Wunju hibiscus. Oh man.
Oh, that's good.
Oh yes, it was delicious, mashallah. And the way they make it, oh man. Go ahead. And this right here is from the what tree, man? Ali, no? It's a drink that comes from this. This comes from a tree. It's called boba. Go ahead, show it what it looks like. Oh my goodness, it's like a smoothie. They put coconut in there, bananas. Oh my goodness, it's so good, mashallah. I can drink that every day. Go ahead. And so in the markets, this is how you buy your food. And they just have abundance of everything. You see, you got the ginger, you got all types of vegetation at your fingertips, and it's cheap. Like this food, for a pound or something might be, for instance, the money is called delicacies. So for every 46 delicacy, right? For every dollar is one delicacy of 46 delicacies, okay? So there, you gotta have 92 delicacies to make up $1 almost. So it's very, very cheap, okay? Go ahead. And so you have, it's everything at your fingertips. Go ahead. So there, the okra, everything. The women is out there. They out there every day. They got their mint. They got their okra. See how they cut it up, and that's how you mix it up inside that soup pot that I described before. Go ahead. Their grains and their beans, and this is every day. You go out to the market and shopping. The price is nothing. Go ahead. So they're out there all day. Keep on going. And they have this is what they do. They sell their food. Here you see the crabs. There was a section that had the seafood, and they sell their crabs. But keep going. Some more of that boba. I don't know I'm saying it wrong, but that's what that drink. The hibiscus. Like that right there, the little package here will be like $2.50. There, it'll cost less than 50 cents for like a whole bag type thing. So I wish I would be able to take that whole sack and bring it in a little bit cheaper. Sorry for my fingers. Go ahead. And so you have your smoked fish. And then they have this, I think that's lemon juice. They put it in little bags. They like to put their little juices in bags. Even the drink, not a cup. They put it in a bag.
Name their ice.
Yeah, oh, mashallah. Go ahead. Keep on going. And so as you see, it's so pretty. I just was, admiring the view. Go ahead. And these little things, tamarind, they're like dried, come from a tree. It's like dried fruit. It has a little seed in there, and they sell everything. Like they literally just take stuff off the trees and just sell on the side of the street to you. Surviving the Gambia. Taxi. This was my way of getting around, but I did a lot of walking. Alhamdulillah. I lost 10 pounds. I was on a diet and I lost 10 pounds. I said, I was walking, Habib. I was all over. I was walking everywhere. But sometimes you need to take a cab ride. Now, from a cab ride from here to maybe Celine's might be $2.
Oh, wow.
It's very cheap. But if you're American and you start talking, I learned to shut up when I get in the car. Because a ride that was 150 delicacies, like I said, every 46 to $1, right? He was like, American? All right, 350. It went up on it. So I learned to shut up. When I get in the car, I don't say nothing. And if I know where I'm going, I'll tell them how much it is and give them the money. But once they hear that you American, oh man, they be trying to milk you. And these are Muslims too. I had to tell one off one time. Anyway, now if you are so can't get with the natives, they do have supermarkets. You can buy regular food. Okay, go ahead. And this is the price of their food. Now you look at that, you see 240 and 210, but divide that by 46. This is like a little bag of rice. Let me get my little calculator, because I'll be getting
$4.34. $4.34.
Maybe. But yeah, so I don't know. Oh, so it depends on like the basmati. That's kind of expensive. But go ahead, go to for the pack of noodles. That's 15 delicacies. So that's like less than 10 cents. Like real cheap, mashallah. So and then the spice is 50 cents. So that's like half a dollar, what have you. So the price of food, it's not expensive. That's Uncle Ben's rice. That's what, $700 each?
See how they charge you for the Uncle Ben?
They charge you up on that good stuff. That's supposed to be good stuff. That's $15. So that's like regular prices. So social service in the Gambia. And the reason why I mention this here, there's this school here. It's a school. And they have a section there. It's like it's a large place they accommodate foster children there that live on campus, and they have a hospital. And so they do offer services to the community out there. And this place is, oh my goodness, it's huge. I'm driven by it several times. Go ahead. And so you see that the kids are in their uniforms. And I think this was after, this was after school. I was passing by. I was just taking pictures of everybody. They were looking at me like I'm crazy. I was getting my pictures on. Yes, they have a clinic. So if you get sick, you can go to the clinic. They offer different services. Go ahead. This is the different things that they offer there at this clinic. So they basically have what we have over here. So, people got in their head about Africa, like you're in huts and, so primitive, but that's not the case here in Gambia. Go ahead. And so they offer contraceptive, and as you can see, the clinic looks like a regular clinic. That was the waiting room. Go ahead. And they got an ambulance, so they're not as primitive as many may think. And so they have a park. I didn't really go into it. It was like overrun. I'm not sure how long, but it was a park with nice palm trees in there. Like right now, it's the dry season. Like the whole time that I was there, it didn't rain at all. It won't rain until July. Yeah, July. So a lot of stuff, it's like browning.
We're after Thanksgiving every day.
Yeah, that was after. You came after July.
Yeah, we came in August.
Yeah, you came in August. You came during the rainy season. That was dry. Yeah, so it didn't dry at all. Every day it was dry. Go ahead. Surviving in the Gambia. So I was, walking around, with the locals. Go ahead. And so there's firewood. A lot of people can't afford gas to cook with, so they use the wood. Go ahead. And a lot of people don't have washing machines. So these buckets right here, they're washing their clothes. So every day my clothes was being washed in one of those buckets. I didn't do anything. I didn't mention that. I didn't do anything. I didn't cook. Well, I did cook like 2 times, but I was just offering to cook some American food because they were interested in that. But I didn't do anything. They are hard workers. Them women are hard workers. We got a lot. We think we got something to complain about here. We ain't got nothing. We ain't got nothing against them because they were working hard.
How much the license was there?
These right here.
Yeah, how much they cost?
How much they cost? I'm trying to think. Probably like $250 C's. It's not a lot.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not a lot at all.
Why did they get on that?
I wish I could bring them here because they're durable. No, they're very durable. It's not like that dollar store stuff, that plastic that break. No, these are durable. Go ahead. And these are the stoves that they cook. They put charcoal inside of here, and they put their tea on there, or they put their big pot. Go to the next picture. This is how they cook their food. And a lot of people, they have kitchens, but they don't even cook in the kitchen. They cook outside on these things here, which is very cheap. And you got your work mules. They do the trash, they do the sanitation, they do all types of stuff. And you see them going up and down the roads. But you in my hut now, so I'm gonna show you. Now we're gonna be looking at some houses. Like I said, a lot of people have the misconception about huts. And this is how the houses look. This is for rent. I apologize for the blurry. I was in the car, so we was moving. Go ahead. And so this is how you look. These are compounds. Compound has a wall around it. And on the inside, you may have several houses, one house, a space, private space. And it's nice. MashaAllah. Go ahead. And I was just, admiring the, the decoration of the gates and the privacy that you have. And I was looking at how the greenery, the landscape on the walls. I'm like, you don't have to just have walls. You can put, this, the flowers and, the greenery around it. And they go, I'll leave. And so look at it as, you can have anything, like these are pillars made from concrete. They are very talented in regards to how they design things. Look at the gate, this is from hand, so they put this together, yeah, themselves. And go some more pictures, go ahead. I was like, oh, that's nice, if I was to have something like that, I would want that, mashallah. And just the colors and the combination, I would just say all of these compounds. Go ahead. And they are, subhanAllah, they got tile everywhere. They tile everything. Outside, inside, us, tile it. What? Tile it outside. Goodness, as expensive as this is, not expensive at all. And it's easy to clean. And so this was at the Western Union. I was just admiring the colors that they have out there. So outside, the sidewalk, you know, some places will be tile and they break it up. It gave me ideas for, you know, if I was to do some tiling. It don't always have to be straight square. It could be like this, mosaic. Go ahead. And so I was just taking a picture about what the buildings, the structure on the inside, and this is how they look. I don't know what these are. I'm sure my construction workers can tell me what they're used for, but go ahead. Keep on going. So the houses, you know, this is how they're made for the most part. So we use wood and they use cement. Go ahead. And I was just admiring the, you know, the details in it. Go ahead. And the pillars, I was just like, wow. They were trying to hook up, because there's a lot of places that are not finished that don't like this. And they have buildings. Look how tall this one is. It's 8 floors.
That's that petroleum building.
Yeah. They got, this is
Like
their
a
tall.
turntable.
Yeah. I think this is the highest building in that area, right? Mm-hmm. So they have skyscrapers. That's their skyscraper.
That's
Go ahead. And you got some more buildings. Yeah, so. And it's nice. Like a place like this will cost $300 a month for 3 bedrooms. Wow. If you want a nice one, you may pay, if you bought one, it'll be like $1 million seeds. Let's calculate $1 million seeds. I'm too slow. 21,000. You'll have like this property that Masjid Mu'min, like big, or maybe even bigger for 21,000. And your house on here? Yes, nice. And so I'm just enjoying the scenery. And some more vegetation. See how they have groundkeepers around the properties? I was just enjoying it. Go ahead. Mashallah. So you can have your house hooked up nice. Go ahead. Go ahead. And here's those coconut trees I tell you. They just grow everywhere. And here's another house. See how it's hooked up? It's nice. And here was some vegetation. I don't know what they was. I'm like, it's going to turn out to be something. I don't know what yet. I don't think it was ready. Whatever it is, I would just take pictures of everything, like I said. Go ahead. Go ahead. Here's the sidewalk. That's in front of somebody's compound. Islam in the Gambia, mashallah. So it's masjids all over. Go ahead. I don't know how many masjids. Stop here. There was a janazah, and there were just people coming in droves. Like, they don't play. We hardly, want to go. But them, they go. Go ahead, Naeem. It was like a whole bunch of people there gathering to remember one person. So he had, I don't know how many people. There were just people just coming. MashaAllah. May Allah have mercy. And this is at the masjid. Sisters are making salat. Go ahead. I happened to connect with a FE friend in Gambia. I have a friend that was from Gambia, and I noticed that she was from Gambia, and I used to pay attention to her page. So when I got the opportunity to go, I reached out to the sister. I said, I'm your friend of FB. I want to come see you. And she was like, is this a man or a woman? See, I was typing this, and she was serious, like, is this a man or a woman? I said, I'm a woman. And she's like, what's your number? I said, I gave her my number. She's like, I'm gonna have my brother call you. She had her brother call me to make sure I wasn't a woman. And then she called me back.
Make sure he wasn't a man.
Right, make sure I wasn't a man. So we hooked up, and she happens to be a teacher out here, and these were a couple of her students. And it was after school, it wasn't even school time, but they hang out with her. Go ahead. He go, a little friend of mine. And she treated us, and here she go right here. She treated us with so much. The hospitality there is subhanAllah. She fed us, welcomed us. It was just beautiful, and it just melted my heart. I fell in love with the sister because she connected with the children, and she dedicated herself to the children that she teaches. And so I'm hoping to raise some funds for her school.
She's a teacher.
Yeah, she's a teacher, yes, mashallah. Go ahead. And her name is Isatu. Isatu Mentor. Isatu. Okay, I'm corrected.
Go back always.
Okay, Mandinka boy, go ahead.
That's right.
She grabbed me out because I was about to leave, mashallah. And look at my hand. That was Wonju. That's how they drink. They put in bags and have it freeze up and you squeeze it out the bag. That's how you drink stuff. So she gave me one. Go ahead. Mashallah. So I met a new friend, alhamdulillah. And we did happen to connect another time. She came and brought her mom to where I lived at. Her mom didn't speak a lick of English. She was just smiling so hard from ear to ear. She just was happy to just be there, mashallah. And they were so beautiful people, mashallah. So making a living in the Gambia. It's just so funny. I was just observing. They don't have pictures. They don't print anything. Yet they are able to, but they draw. They have some drawers, good drawers. So you want to get your hair cut, that's the type of style they give you right there. Go ahead. And I was like, look at Ice Cube. They ain't that like Ice Cube right there. And so you see they drew the pictures and what, styles you can have. And guess how much their haircuts? $150 each.
For an adult.
Oh, wow.
For an adult. That's like $1. That's like $1.50.
$3.
The kids is $25 each for the kids. Okay? And he got his hair cut, $25 each. So $50 each for them too. So $1 for them to get their hair cut. And so you have a lot of people, they'll sell, different foods. I'm not sure what this is. They put in a little bag and people suck from it. Evan? And what's in that? I didn't have that. What's that?
I don't like it.
You don't have that? And so you have, yes, baby. And so you have hard-working brothers, like you have a lot of brothers that do a lot of iron work. So they sitting there putting this stuff together and making these bricks by hand.
Oh, wow.
They make pillars, the little pillars, big pillars, and I watch them put into a mold, and they do that all day. And you have the women that carry the stuff on their head, I wanted to try that. I didn't get to try that when I was out there, but I wanted to try that. Just put that up there like it ain't nothing.
Strong.
Everybody. And so she's carrying a bucket. Look at that bucket. And she's carrying it like it's nothing. And carrying a bucket. And got a bucket in her hand.
Yeah.
And they be having a baby tied up on their back. I learned how to tie the baby.
You learned how to do that?
Yeah, alhamdulillah. With the thing on their head and everything. So
Excuse me, sisters. I don't mean to interrupt, but somebody's child flooded the whole bed from upstairs. There's water everywhere, all over the floor.
Okay. Go ahead.
Somebody take care of that.
I need keys to get into the closet to
Go ahead. And so you have young men carrying these carts selling items. So they out there hustle all day in the sun. Like, there's no excuse to be sitting around. You can make money different ways. Go ahead. And they have a nursery in the Gambia. A nursery, so If you want a certain flour, you come here. This is in Kotu. Is it Kotu? Kotu. Go ahead. Go ahead. And I was just admiring that because, you know, we got the garden here, so it'll be very interested in them doing the garden out here. Like I said, they got all types of food. They have little patties there. They make their little cornbreads. They out there. They sell everything. Mashallah. And so they have a craft market. This is really like geared to the tourists. I went through there and everybody was just like hawking me. I wasn't there to buy anything. I just wanted to look. Go ahead. And so they have little stuff. I got, I got some stuff there for sale over there. So if y'all want to take a look. But go ahead. And they have different items. I know we can't put these in the house, but I was just showing them like the stuff that they be having. Go ahead. And the different materials. Like this material for like they call it 5 meters, 5 yards will be like $150. Like it's nothing. And here it is, someone carrying things on their head. Go ahead. And they got the purses. They sell everything out there. Go ahead. And the pots, like I said, this is the stove that they use, and those are the pots. They're very heavy duty. And the utensils, they hand make these utensils too. MashaAllah. We have to match it, me and Fatima, alhamdulillah. Here go Fatima, she joining us, and she's out there buying it. Now, when you buy, as an American, you don't know. So if they say a price, you just go with that price. But if you Gambian, they not negotiating. You know, they're bargaining down. So I learned to be quiet, and I'm like, go ahead, you say it, you tell them. How much you think it's supposed to be or what have you. So that's how I've been doing things. Fatima got caught out there. She paid more than she was supposed to. So we were laughing at her. And so they're out there. See how the babies they out there shopping, doing their thing. And I was just observing the beauty of their skin. Alhamdulillah, just to be around people that, you know, with their skin and they proud of it. It just does something to you, mashallah. And this man, this is like some type of net. They use it, the rag, they use it for rags, dish rag, to wash yourself, the net. I don't know what we use it for. Like bags, but they use it for everything.
I got one now.
You got one now?
The green one.
Oh, that's right, you do have the green one. So he walk around there selling that. I'm not sure how much that costs. Probably $10 or something, that's not much. And so they have like Sam Club. Like these bags of onions will cost $200 each. It's not a lot, you know, if you were able to buy in bulk where they sell it at. And so they good for the orange. See the woman, she'll cut all them oranges, pull the skin off of every orange and sell it like that. And they do that all day. How much it costs? $5 each? Oh, okay. And so you have a lot of tailor shops there, and it doesn't cost much to, like $50, not $50, maybe like $200 to make something. Like it doesn't cost anything to sew, and them brothers know how to sew. They sew so well. Go ahead. And so as you see, I'm sitting here like, he like, what you taking that picture? I'll take a picture of everybody. I wanted to see. And they sit there and they sew all types of garments. And it's nice, mashallah. And here he's in the middle of sewing stuff. So all them little African outfits, them brothers, they have sisters too, but we like to see a lot of brothers doing that. And so I was just showing different pictures again, more matches. Go ahead. Go ahead. And so when you shopping, there's a match there, you know. So you ain't got no excuse not to make your salat when they come in. Right. And they have a pharmacy, so you're able to take tests at the pharmacy. And they sell different items, so they have all types of tests right here, as you can see. And then they have a school there. This is a school there. It's a large property. It's Islamic school. establishing a sisterhood through seeking knowledge. I had the opportunity to teach sisters for like a week and a half of the last week of my stay at Masjid Kaloli, mashallah. And these were the sisters here, alhamdulillah. And they're learning Quran, alhamdulillah. Yeah, usually on, after they learn the Quran, Abdullah, he give them a little talk. But since I was there, he's like, no, you gotta give the talk. So for the rest of the time I was there, I was giving the talk. So he was just demonstrating how you should make
Turning it off?
during the salah.
Zooming it up. Nobody can see it.
Yeah, it's because it's blurry.
So they're learning Quran. And they sound so beautiful, mashallah. Very humble sisters. And so I was hearing about this park, the monkey park. And I'm thinking, a monkey park? We're in Africa. Why we gotta have a park? But you'll get to see it's not just any old kind of park. We went in there and we got to feed the monkeys. They come up to you and take the peanuts out your hand.
It's in the sanctuary.
Yeah. So they come up, some of them you're real greedy, they'll take it for themselves. So I gotta put a little bit in my hand and try to share it. This was somebody that was touring with us and telling us how to do it. And they were just looking so cute. They're like right at us, mashallah. Yeah, see, I was sitting there getting them peanuts. And see, it was eating the peanuts. Yeah, they got long tails. Go ahead. I don't know why that.
They didn't tell me about the monkey park.
They didn't tell you about the monkey park? Go ahead. And so they was coming up to you like, we're peanuts. And they were just so cute, mashallah. Go ahead. And you had this guy up in the tree. He wouldn't come down, but they say he's mean, so I'm glad he stayed up in the tree. He stayed right up there. I tried to throw the peanut, but he didn't even try to catch it. They was getting it. And so, see, they was getting the peanuts. Mashallah, they love peanuts. And so they have these tickets for the tourists. I went in as a Gambian. I got the hookup. But when they see that little ticket in your hand, they be trying to upsell you on that. So I just happened to find one on the ground, and somebody ran up to me like, oh, tourists. I'm like, no, this is not my ticket. I just happened to pick it up. But it's just crazy when they could identify you not being from around here. So this picture is not at the park. This happened to be where I was staying at. I was doing something in the house, and something just went boom. You know, it was just like this loud crash on top of the roof. And I'm like, what is that? I'm thinking somebody was doing something. It was the monkeys. They came from the park over to where we stayed at.
They followed me.
Yeah.
I told him, look, man, they in the closet door. Did somebody pass me the keys that's in that door?
The keys is right there in the door.
Right there in that door, right here, right here.
And so,
Sorry. Toilet paper's downstairs.
so this was at where I was staying at. So look at them. It's like 1, 2, 3. It was, and then another one over there, and another one. There was a whole bunch of them that came to visit us. And was eating the mango tree, mangoes, and throwing them on the ground because they're not ready yet. So they didn't even want it. And I was just watching the animals. Like I was a guest at someone's house, and this hen and the rooster was standing there like in guard while he was digging the hole, and he was sitting there. It was it's so funny. And so we finally made another trip, some more recreation. We went to the beach. Somebody came by with some food, I couldn't pass it up. So I'm on the beach. Yes, it was a fish pie. Yeah, I know. So ain't that good looking? Look at that. So I was just chilling. Go ahead. I'm just admiring my food, and I went into it. It was real spicy. And it was a beautiful day. It was so cool. It wasn't a bunch of people on the beach. It was beautiful. Go ahead. And the water, I was out there in the water. I was standing there and just observing Allah's, subhanAllah, His creation, mashallah. Like only Allah could do this. It was just so peaceful. Go ahead. And so I was in the water, picking up stuff. I'm like, what is that? And they go, I'll eat it. Oh, man. They was having fun.
I got underwear.
Water's clear, huh?
It was actually. So I'm just picking stuff out, I'm not sure. It was beautiful. So I was doing my walk. That walk to that beach was like a half an hour. But it was worth it. It was worth it. There they go. They was having fun out there, and I was just admiring the waves. This picture here is in Banjul. I was able to make a trip out there where the airport is. That first picture, there was a big picture of Yahya Jammeh. When Adam Barrow won the election, when the new president is elected, they don't go into office till, what was it, January?
It was almost the same day as over
Like
here.
this year.
Yeah, like January. They took his picture down. I think that same day as the election, they wasn't having they had no respect for him. And so it was, different monuments there. And here in Banjul, this is the market over here, and it reminded me of Delancey Street in New York. Where you go get your little leather coats. Where you can. So you get wholesale prices down there. Go ahead. And the masjid is here. This is the wudu area, so you have no excuse to make salat while you shopping. And here go the masjid there, mashallah. And they got mailboxes, y'all. They got mail. But you gotta have a mailbox in Banjul to get mail sent to you. So I'm trying to figure out how to do that. Because where we are, you don't have that. So here's the shop with them materials. Go ahead. And they towels, like one towel is like $200 and the towels are like this wide. Like they're not little towels. So they're worth it. And they sell their little, food. They sell everything. Oh, wait a minute, don't move. Those phones there, that's where you get your credits. So when you get your SIM card, you can go to one of these little tables and they'll, add credits to your phone so you can have internet service on there. So that's how they do it. You don't have to go to the actual store or have like a postpaid. These sheets here, I was thinking about Muslim women. We always doing the shrouding. And them sheets there can cost like $10, $20. That right there costs $2. Them big sheet, king sheet. That would have been perfect for us to purchase like in bulk like that. So they have everything done. Bags, women's bags. And the material. I was in love with the material. I was in love with this fabric store. And they have the hijabs and the abayas. And this right here, it costs nothing. Like those abayas may cost $20. You're going to pay $100 or something here. Easy, go ahead. And so I had to bring some American out there. So we made some mac and cheese, fried chicken, and some cabbage. They don't eat out of plates. They eat out of, the trays, with your fingers. The sun away, mashallah. Islamic boys school in the Gambia, just like the imam was just mentioning about New Bridges Collaborative. I had the opportunity to go to the school and work with them in regards to
If anybody didn't pray awesome, we prayed it already. You need to make awesome.
we had a meeting, I had a meeting with the teachers. These are the teachers at the school that Uthman and Ali attend. And we were just sitting down, you know, having a powwow about how to do some improvements at the school. Go ahead, Mike. So that's 4 of the teachers, there's like 7 of them. Yes, young men. Yes, young men. And my son-in-law, he's 19. Yeah. Go ahead. Go ahead. And so, each month, the kids will be having haircuts. And like we said, it's $25 season. And we are looking to, asking for donations for that. Anyone that would like to take upon themselves to give 125 students haircuts, it's only going to be $75 a month for 125 students. So if anybody wants to...
125, you gotta send the money over there, stuff like that. We actually looking for somebody to take that upon themselves, like to say, okay, for X amount of months, I'll pay for the kids to have their haircuts or whatever like that. So if anybody wants to volunteer for that, let me know.
Inshallah. Go ahead. So he's getting his haircut, mashallah. Another initiative that we're starting, go ahead. Go ahead. We went to the school to clean, to help clean at the school. We did it on Friday. We did it at 2 Jamaa'ahs to assist with the cleaning. It's not easy to have 125 boys in one area. It's not easy. So even though they have someone to clean up, there is additional need for cleaning up. So we did that for 2 of the Jummahs. Go ahead. And so we was in there cleaning, and we had the brothers clean as well.
Oh, yeah.
And so it's going to need some painting. We haven't really come up with the cost with the paint as far as like the patch up and the actual painting. But what I did get a quote, it would have been about $1,000 for everything for that whole school. And that includes the paint as well and the labor, $1,000. That's good. So we're looking for some donations for that, towards that as well, if anyone want to take it upon themselves to earn that setup with Jaria. Go ahead. Go ahead. Yeah. So as you can see, Uthman and Ali was helping to clean. This is the court area in the middle of the school here. Go ahead. And these are the women that come. And 2 of them have babies that come there and clean. They come to the masjid under the block. Go ahead. And we were just sitting in powwow. Like I said, I went there at least 2 times to clean up at the masjid, the mosque. And like I said, it's tile everywhere, so it's not, a lot. It's not hard to clean. Go ahead. And so you see, she got her little baby, and she just mopping like that. Go ahead. And it was in one of the classrooms there, mopping, mashallah. And it's one of my students. He be following me all over the place. That's my buddy. I don't even know his name. Every time y'all see him, he'll smile. It's all like though. Huh? Oh, he's from America? Okay, I'm good.
Oh, is he?
And your students looking at us, they just watching us in awe, like, oh, y'all coming here to help us? Alhamdulillah. Go ahead. And here's the board in the classroom. Some more pictures of the inside. Go ahead. Here, I want to pay attention to is the water source. Go ahead. I want to show the picture. This building is in between the masjid and the schools, the Dawah Center. Go ahead. Go to the next picture. And on top of it, this is the water tank. It itself has its own water source. And so the school is sharing this water source with this Dawah Center. And sometimes that gets shut off. They don't have water. They got to go fetch the water from another location. So we're in the process right now is having the school to have their own water source, and we're looking for donations towards that as well. That means digging in the ground and setting up the water source from the main pipe And it's gonna cost, what was that,
$250.
$250?
Yeah.
So just like you have
And
water.
there's a deadline on that. They gave you 30 days and it's for
Right.
like 2 weeks.
Right, so like April 2nd, maybe April 1st.
Yeah, we need some help with that today, inshallah. Just a reminder, we adopted that school.
Right.
Because, let me give you a background if you don't already know. Gaddafi, you know, and the Libyan government built all of this stuff and was supporting it, financing it. So, you know, when they killed Gaddafi, that cut off their money. And so, you know, that's one of the reasons why the Sheikh came here, to help get money to keep the school and everything going. And so this is why the masjid, you know, came in and adopted it, inshallah. And so this water issue is a one-time thing. What I want to do today, inshallah, right after we finish, is I want to take a collection up for that. That's $250. I mean, with all of us here, we should be able to put $5, $10 each and get that, inshallah. And it's a little bit less than $250, but we send the money Western Union, they're going to charge us to send it over. But inshallah, so I want to do that afterwards, inshallah.
Inshallah. So we need to get that water situation straightened out. Go ahead. And so they sleep on mattresses. We're also looking to have someone to donate towards bunk beds. Now, as far as the bunk beds, we're talking about steel bunk beds. We haven't come up with a price yet for that, but you're looking at about maybe 100 students, because all the students do not stay on in the school. So we're looking to support that as well. Go ahead. And so this is us at the water company starting the process of the water system. And just like I was saying about the state, and like if you live here and you need to establish a water source, that cost is on, you know, the owner, right? So here we establishing that as well, and it's going to take 4 months. So it's not going to be done right away, but within 4 months that should occur once the payment is made. Go ahead. They have uniforms that they need replacing. And as you can see, this is kind of small and oopy. So the material is very cheap out there. And if anyone wants to donate towards that, that will be greatly appreciated by the students. And as you can see, that's the uniform that they wear. So it may not be that same color and style, but it'll be something that will be uniform for all the students to wear. Walima in the Gambia. Like, I know that we had one here. You know, Fatima and Abdullah had one out there. So I got to experience what a walima looks like in the Gambia. So they slaughter a cow to cook later. And so you have the family members dressing up the bride to get it all nice and pretty for the ceremony. And so this is how they got it set up. The people come, and this is just in the very beginning. More people came. There was at least 200 people that came out. Mashallah. Go ahead. And so you see the couple there, alhamdulillah. And you know, there was a couple people that gave talks during this program. And the school was invited, so they were out there in the crowd. And so they was given a talk, mashallah. You know, just reminding the couple and those that are married how marriage is supposed to be, alhamdulillah. And so they were a couple, alhamdulillah. And so people were congratulating them, alhamdulillah. And so nighttime came. That happened to be Abdullah's mom. Her name is Aisha, alhamdulillah. She don't speak a lick of English, but she's a sweetheart. I still know she was a sweetheart, mashallah.
Because vibes.
Yeah, go ahead. So we're just taking pictures. We were just chilling. No, you know, it was just a beautiful evening, just taking pictures, mashallah. And they go Fatima, alhamdulillah. We wanted to see them. And here go the lamb. What's that? A lamb, a cow? I don't know. We ate it. We ate it. Alhamdulillah. And we were just taking more pictures. Alhamdulillah. And this was a wedding gift, a chicken. Well, the rooster. So, you know, so they had to do it the real Sooner style, you know. Mashallah. Go ahead. So that was my trip. And here I said my return to the United States experience was quite different from the beginning, from leaving. So, I don't know how many times, we've been checked, fondled, all types of stuff coming back. Like they very, very, very strict. And so when we got to the United States after Morocco, so you know we trekked back to Morocco and back over to the United States. It wasn't so much of a 15-hour layover. It was like 8 hours. It was just as bad. But the U.S. Customs, they was pulling everybody. They pulled my 2 boys. Now I was worried about myself coming in there. I was okay. They pulled my 2 boys because of their name. They said something about their name. They was pulling flight attendants. Yeah, they was like pulling everybody inside the police office. So we sitting there, everybody getting all, you know, scrutinized and acting like, right, yeah. So it was right. So it was just crazy, but alhamdulillah, it was like an hour of sitting there waiting for them to clear up. So we were just sitting there, I didn't know what to think. I'm like, subhanallah. It just made you not want to come back. But that was my experience in the Gambia. Alhamdulillah, I really enjoyed myself. I was relaxed. It was an experience that I would like to relive again and get to experience more, mashallah. And would invite you all to have the opportunity, if you can, to go as well. It's not for the bougie. I'm gonna tell you that right now. It's not for the bougie. But it's for those that's real. Those who want to connect with real people, and like any place, and nothing's perfect, but it humbles you to see how they live. Because the power goes out frequently there, okay? You can have power out for like 12 hours straight, okay? So if you didn't charge your phone, if you didn't prepare for that, it'll humble you. You know, it'll show you how addicted you are to your devices and stuff. So a lot of times, yeah, you can have a generator, but not everybody can't afford generators, you know. So you just out power and everything. So it is a humbling experience, mashallah. It just helps you to remind you how blessed we are here. We spoiled over here.
We spoiled,
yeah, mashallah.
Alhamdulillah. Does anybody have any questions for Samirah?
Where was the grass at?
The grass?
I ain't see no grass in none of your pictures.
Like I said, it was a dry, at the airport, but this is the dry, this is the dry season, so, yeah. You'll see the green.
No grass.
It's more sandy.
Yeah.
So all the kids are from all over Africa, or kids from school, all over from the Gambia?
Yeah.
Yeah, you got some from you may know better than me, yeah.
Spain.
Oh, okay.
And you know America.
Yeah, America, yeah.
What I want to do, inshallah, because the water situation is real important. Who would like to donate towards that water? We need $250. Don't everybody speak at once. Hassan, you got money?
And this is
It doesn't matter how much or how little.
right.
I'll donate something.
Okay. You know how much? I want to write it down. I want to make sure we got 250.
I mean,
Huh?
25.
We have 5.
25.
We got 5 here.
25. 5. Alhamdulillah. Anybody else?
That's 20.
I have
20. Got 220.
And just imagine every time they use that water, y'all can set up a generator every time. SubhanAllah.
I mean, just think about that. You know, the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and I need everybody's attention, inshallah. The Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said that when a person dies, all of his actions are cut off. In other words, you're dead. You can't do anything to bring yourself any reward or any punishment. And then he said, "Illa min thalath," except for 3. And the first thing he said was Sadaqah Jariyah. And Sadaqah Jariyah means a charity that continues. Meaning you did this charity, but people are still benefiting from the charity after you gave it. So all of you who are donating for this water, just think about it. These children at the school, every time they make wudu, every time they use the water to wash up and everything, you're getting reward for this, even if you died right after you donate. As long as that water's running, you get benefit for this. And you may need this in your grave. You will need it in your grave. So please don't be stingy, inshallah. So I got one donation of $5, which I have in my hand already, plus 25 and two $20 donations.
We gotta change the 5 to a 20.
Change 5 to a 20?
Yeah.
And I got 20 on it.
Okay. Another 20?
I'm dead.
So we got 25, 45, 65, 85, 105.
Hey, out.
We need another 120. Can we get another 120? We got 2 weeks to pay this.
I can give you 50 to 100 from the store.
50 to 100 from the store?
Yeah.
I'm dead.
So right, 50 or 100?
Huh? Let's go with the 100. That's what it's for. That's what the store is for, man.
We need another 20, inshallah.
I'm doing 20. I got
You got 20? How you got 20?
Yeah,
Alhamdulillah.
just, we say.
a water Gambia.
Water.
Please, I didn't write down the names before everybody who played, but if you played, please don't forget to get with me today, or at least if you don't have it with you today, let me know that you're going to get it, or have you. Change 20 to a 40? Real quick, inshallah. Who wants to sponsor a month of haircuts? That's $125. That will cover us sending the money over there and everything. That's for 150 kids to get their heads cut for that month. Who would like to sponsor that? I'll take 1 month, inshallah.
And if you can't do the whole month, you can do a portion, $20. That'll go a long way.
When the money has to be in.
Just each month, just by the beginning of the month, we just want them to have a haircut at least one time.
'Cause a lot of times, they be looking rough, because a lot of them is real far from home. You know, a lot of them are poor, their parents ain't there. Just know, like we there for our children, even if we ain't there. A lot of them, they poor and they're away from their kids. And so their kids real small, they not there. You know.
So by the beginning of April, had the money.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, we'll,
Well,
right.
I'll do.
Okay,
And we
so the
will,
sister has 1 month, I have 1 month of haircuts.
How much you said haircuts was for a month?
125. It covers 150 people for the whole month.
For the whole month?
Yeah.
125? Okay.
I got one more thing I want to ask y'all before we officially close out. Like a lot of times they be gripping for food. And if we can get them $100 a month, that will feed them, because she already explained to you how cheap the food is. You know, that'll go a long way in feeding the whole school for a month, inshallah. If anybody wants to donate a month for that, let me know as well, inshallah. Anybody right now?
and you can break it up. It don't have to be the whole 100.
Huh?
Can we pick them up?
Sure. Yeah.
Extra benefits.
And you can break it up. 25 will be up $25 a week.
Yeah. Just let me know what it's going to, so I can let them know spend this money on that.
Right.
Sure.
And we'll show pictures, regards to, like, when they get their haircuts, we'll get pictures of that. As far as the water getting set up, we'll get pictures in regards to that when it starts, what have you.
Also, New Bridges Collaborative has a website, newbridgescollaborative.org.
Right,
So keep updated with what we're doing on that, inshallah.
inshallah. Inshallah.
Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah.
May Allah reward all of you. We're going to break out the food now, inshallah, because Maghrib, we're going to make Maghrib at 7:37, inshallah. So we got time to eat, inshallah.